How about this guy that really loves music? He loves music so much that he wanted to teach mom and dad how to be in the band.
Yeah, he did. And during the pandemic, he thought, I'm going to take the opportunity. We're all stuck in the house together. And so we've got some time on our hands, and I've got these instruments. Hey, Mom, here's some drumsticks.
He taught his mom in 2 months how to play the drums. Literally. It's kind of the same rhythm pattern. She's not going all Van Halen on him.
She's not twirling the sticks.
Not twirling the sticks, throwing them up in the
They're
air.
on fire.
Big old solos that are going on. And then his dad, he put a bass in his hand. In 2 weeks, he taught him how to play the bass.
Well, Dad was feeling a little left out.
So he's like, okay. So now they're like all over his social media. This is him on lead guitar.
He's pretty good.
Here comes Mama. Ready? Come on, Mom. Boom, boom.
Do your thing, girl.
This is literally them.
You can hear that bass line.
He's got the little house band going. Daddy on bass, Mama on tenor. Oh, my word.
Me and little brother.
How cool is this?
I think it's super cool that they can do this together. And I mean, he's a little older. He looks to be maybe in his 20s or whatever. And to have those memories they're making with their kid.
Right?
That's super cool.
I heard this and I'm thinking, how will they even know how to do this? Okay, so in New Zealand, all right, they're proposing this tax, and the tax has to go with emissions from farm animals. And so if a cow burps, they want to tax the cow burping. I'm thinking, how do you even know? I mean, how do you monitor something like that? And by golly, if I was taxed for all the burps I did, I'd be broke, man.
Right? And is it just burping or other emissions?
Yes.
Okay.
Both ends.
Okay.
And that's all that needs to be said.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Because, they say it creates this huge issue, and that's why they want to tax it. But you're right. You'd have to have almost somebody dedicated to each cow, right?
And start counting. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
There's 5 this morning, burps from a cow. And I don't live on a farm. But I've been around some farm animals. I've never in my life, I don't think, or do I recall, have ever heard a cow burp.
No, I've never heard a cow. What does that say? I would love to know what that sounds like.
Probably very similar to us.
Really? You think?
Yeah. Well, only their throats are like massive, right?
Yeah, but
and so it could be a lot louder.
They're a lot bigger, so I don't think it's a little burp. Like a little one, like from a baby or something like that. Or is it?
And what's the smell? I mean, is it like the guy that was behind me at church the other day, or what?
Oh
no! The whole dinner thing when you have a dinner.
Yeah.
And if there's garlic,
sure.
You smell it for your rows on end.
They eat hay primarily,
Okay.
right? Correct. Feed.
Mm-hmm.
So it would probably smell like something like that.
Okay.
What do you think? But
I know it's an interesting conversation so early, before breakfast, but,
I mean, I can do the burp again. Would you like me to do the cow burp again?
No. It's that encouraging way to start your day. Rob and Lizz on His Radio.
Oh, if you're planning a road trip, maybe you take your mama. You take your mama because I just saw something that really made a lot of sense to me. There's a couple of reasons why you want to take your mom on a road trip. First of all, you can catch up, depending on how many hours you're going to be in the car. But then it said, you'll see how really cool your mom is, because I think if you're 20 years old and maybe you're out of the house or, you're now legally an adult, you see mom a little differently. She's not necessarily the disciplinarian anymore. I took a road trip. I took several road trips.
I was going to ask.
Yes.
Did this translate for you?
It automatically did.
Uh-huh.
So when my boys were little, my mom and I took the boys to the beach. And I had never been on a trip with just my mama before. And those memories, I want to cry thinking about those memories, because we had so much fun. We cut up. We had about a 4-hour drive. And so I started inviting her on work trips that I had to go to. And we would literally laugh. And this woman is such just a ball of fire. We would sing at the top of our lungs, like she would sing.
Okay,
Elvis.
we got to back up here a second. When she was your parent,
Oh, no.
She's still your parent. But what was it like when you were not the adult?
So I would always sit behind my mom when we were on road trips, and she would fall asleep before my dad backed out of the driveway. And that just, it made
like
me
that.
so upset. I was like, he's having to drive 10 hours and you're asleep, so it was, and then she would stop kicking my seat. And I get it. As a kid, she was in that parental role.
Yeah.
But once I was an adult, she's just a really cool person.
Is it because you stopped kicking her seat?
No, I still did from time to time.
I don't know how many twins you know. I mean, if you could count how many twins you know, it might be, a set or two. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Liz has them in her family now.
Yeah, we've had twins in our family for a week, but my husband's side of the family has 2 sets back to back.
Oh, for real? So you know 3 sets of twins.
That are immediate family members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how many sets of twins you know, immediate family or not. I know just a few myself. But there's this whole city in Nigeria that has, and I kid you not, over 1,000 set of twins in a small city. We're not talking big metro like New York or anything.
No, it's just a little tiny place, but they say that almost every single family in this town has at least 1 set of twins, or in some cases, triplets.
Isn't that crazy? So they have a festival every year for this.
Yeah, of course.
It's a twin festival.
And they have just done it, and now they're inviting twins from all over the world. And so they're getting people from Europe, and they had somebody, I think the farthest away so far has been France, that a set of twins came. And
That's really neat.
I think so too.
To have a big festival just for twins.
Yeah, and they also say that most of them are identical twins.
Yeah.
So not just fraternal twins, but identical twins.
Right.
That's why, what's in the water? I want to
Something.
know. What is in the water? What is causing, certainly they've done research on this. What is causing all the twins?
Yeah, Liz.
Wild.
Liz wants to know.
I do.
She's an inquiring mind.